Hey guys, you may recall from my lengthy Brunswick 5KR restoration series that mine was missing the hood, which is very common not only in these sets but also Radiola 17s and 18s, which are very similar sets. Well, there are a few options for replacing it. One, you can look on eBay and maybe get incredibly lucky or pay a whole lot of money and get a real one. Two, there are reproductions that show up now and then. Or three, roll your own. Which I had been contemplating for a while, but didn't really get serious about it until I saw some guys posting some creative suggestions online not too long ago. Things like using ping pong balls, or I think some type of end cap for the bottom of like chair legs. So I went searching around my local Kmart, and what I came up with was a set of measuring spoons. In particular, the largest one, I forget which size that is, maybe 2 tablespoons, something like that, turned out to be just about the perfect arc if I was to cut it off the metal support and then slice it in half and make a hemisphere out of it, or a quarter sphere, whatever that would come out to be. But then there's a matter of the look. Now, even just straight black, it wouldn't be too bad, but I kind of want to make it look more like sort of an antiqued copper bronze look. So that's what I'm working on right now. So here's the piece that I cut out of the spoon. First thing I did was to spray it with some, I think it was Kona Brown enamel paint to make it from black into dark brown. I then took some aged brass enamel specialty metallic paint and this stiff paintbrush and kind of sprayed some into the cap, got some on the brush, took off the excess, and then kind of like stippled it. And now I'm playing around with making it look a bit darker again. So I just got some simple artist enamels. I had these out recently for another project, so I figured I'd give them a try. So first up, I just took some of the burnt umber, put out a little drop, and then just kind of smeared it on with my finger. It's not quite as dark as I'd like it to be, though, so I'm going to try mixing maybe a little black in there and smear a little more on. But it's looking promising so far. Here it is after dabbing on a mix of the black and the burnt umber. And I think it's a decent enough approximation of the old patina on the original escutcheon. So that leaves mounting it. See, there's 2 slots there. That's how the original one mounted, which was made of metal, and it had 2 tabs that stuck out one through those slots, and they were bent over. I find it a little odd how unsymmetrical or asymmetrical those 2 slots are. I would have thought one would be up higher on this side, but whatever. So I'll just have to match that somehow. I figure out a couple slivers of, maybe just some aluminum from a pop can or something. Epoxy them on the inside of this, feed them through the slots and bend them over. I found a couple scraps of brass to use as tabs, and I've epoxied them in place. Needed to do a bit of twisting and finesse to get them to line up. But it's going to go on there pretty good, I think. And there we go. It's slightly crooked. Should be twisted this way a little bit, but I'm afraid of breaking off those tabs. Plus, I've seen more than one original that was pretty crooked anyway, so I think that is just fine.